Welcome to 954 Miles of Conversation, where we exploring boundless conversation 1 mile at a time. Look who I have as my guest tonight. I have the return of my co-host, Christie McDonald. This is episode 15, and this is our reunion. I'm bringing her back. You off your sabbatical?
Yes, I am awful.
Yeah, you off your sabbatical now. I mean,
Unpaid,
you,
unpaid. But yes,
yeah,
I needed the time. You knew what was going on, so thank you
you,
for that.
you've been gone for 7 months.
Well, it does not feel like 7 months. You knew that I had some challenging things going on, some things to take care of. That's just what it was. Life happens, so life be like life, and you were doing very good. I watched, all of the episodes. You've been holding it down. You've been doing really good. So this,
Well,
you
thank
you've
you,
been in
thank
your
you.
lane. You've been doing your thing.
Hey, I try. I got to try to hold it down. You haven't been here. You've been on your sabbatical. Your fan base. I will give you this. You have a fan base that
I have a fan base.
yeah, you have a fan base that has told me and has reached out to me, asking where she's at, when she's coming back, and I'm looking at them like, really, really,
Well, you
you
know,
know. I did get opportunity to see you
you
during the
did.
sabbatical.
You did. I actually made a visit to see you. You fed me really well. Well, you didn't feed me good. No. Yes, you did. Because I have I have a friend that reminds me when I said, well, you've done one or two things. And they're like, no, it's been probably like six or seven things I've done for you. So let me take that back. You fed me in addition to your other. I'll let you talk about that. She fed me very well. So I was excited to,
Yeah, well, we'll get into that
Okay, okay,
later on in the show, but
okay.
I'm gonna start this out. Kind of tell people what to what do you want to tell them what you've been doing, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't gonna tell no lie. I have missed you. I have missed this camaraderie that we have had. I know I have seen you
Yes.
during the
Hmm.
sabbatical that you've been on, and I've had to feed you.
You did.
So make sure you are right. And but it's been a busy time, and it's something
Hmm.
that I realized that how we was double teaming these shows, how you would do your role and I do my role, and I had to do everything, and so I had to put the show together. I
Oh,
had to ask the questions. I had to make sure the guests had the proper time to be there, making sure their equipment is up to par.
hmm.
That's a lot of
It
work.
is. So you miss a little person. You just a little old.
Yes, that's a lot of that's that's a lot of work.
People.
People say they want to do a podcast.
Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh.
And we've been in this thing since January, and we're
Yep.
almost going on a year. And it's some work, people. A
And
podcast
it's
is not a
all right.
joke. Yeah.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
especially, you're sponsoring it yourself
Yes.
financially.
Hmm.
So a lot of things that you see that we do, the t-shirt design, the equipment that we have, we
Hmm.
sponsored this, we paid for this ourselves. So our dividends hadn't come back to us yet, and so hopefully God gonna bless us to where our hard work gonna pay off and those things will come back. So
Hmm.
I have been having guests to call, potential
Yes, you have.
guests and potential
Yeah.
funding that's coming out of woodworks that that's there,
Hmm.
that's
Hmm.
coming down the pipeline. So the blessing is coming. It's
Yeah,
definitely coming.
it is.
I don't. I will tell anybody. You have to in order to be successful, you're gonna have to work at it. So this thing has been trial and error for both of us
Mm-hmm.
with equipment, and so we have had people to enlighten us on lighting, speakers, and equipment, earphones, and what you see
Mm-hmm.
here now. So I don't take nothing for granted. The things that have been blessed to give me back into this business, and things that I have been able to do for
Mm-hmm.
nonprofit organizations,
Yeah.
um, talking to guests about death and their personal
Mm-hmm.
experiences. And there's a couple of shows out there that kind of hit me personally that you and I
Mm-hmm.
had to talk about that I didn't expect that was going to happen to me during that time of your sabbatical. Um, so I, that sabbatical is a running joke for both of us. So, but sabbatical. So, but I just it's been a hard battle doing this, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I missed you. So so I know you're not expecting that. Yeah, because I'm always hard on you, But yeah, I did. I missed the interaction, the work that we
Mm-hmm.
do.
Well, yeah.
Um, but I'm so glad that I was able to see you during your sabbatical. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
doing your sabbatical. So tell us a little bit about what you've been going through. Tell the viewers and listeners about what you've been going through because people don't realize that we still have lives, and I mean during that time frame that you were gone, I had to go to several funerals, come back
Mm-hmm. You
and do
did. Mm-hmm.
shows, and
Mm-hmm.
you was abreast of that. So you knew what was going on in my life. I knew what was going on in yours. We still had those contacts, and so
Mm-hmm.
I got to go to another funeral this weekend in
Yes,
Arkansas.
you do.
So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're about to meet up
We're
again
about to
Labor.
meet up again
Yeah, Labor Day
for the
weekend.
for Labor Day
For the,
week. Yeah.
yeah, so something that we sponsored together and a homecoming event, and that I'm tremendously happy that you're going to be a part of it because people when they say, well, is your co-host coming? They think we're gonna do a live show. Who knows? We might pull a rabbit out of our hat on this one. So, hey, bring your equipment with you. You never know. We might just do an impromptu show. Let people come on and see us how we do this thing, because they have asked. They have definitely asked.
Well,
Were you
that's,
coming? So
well,
yeah,
that's good to be missed.
yeah. So
I'm coming to eat personally because they know how I get down. I don't miss any meals. So
Mm,
get my food on. But yeah, so we're joking about sabbatical, but I had to take some time away. I had a lot of life things to happen. Just kind of prioritizing myself, my family, and that I lost my mom and my dad, and so depression is real.
mm,
I went through a tough time and just kind of surrounded myself with people like you. You know where I was because I talked to you probably daily during that time.
mm.
But I went home to just kind of put things together, at my mom's property, her house, her home. It was hard, just
Yeah,
kind of saying goodbye to things, wrapping up things there. So it took me about a month to do that. And then after that, I was supposed to come back, but then Boule happened.
yeah,
So I was Boule for Alpha Kappa Alpha. For those who don't know what it is, it's a convention where all of the members of Alpha Kappa Alpha come together. And we hosted that in Dallas, Texas. So I was there and I got an opportunity to see you. So that took me away about a week.
yeah,
And then I turned around and had to deal with my daughter who had to take her to Austin, Texas to do a camp. So I just had a series of things to happen back to
yeah.
back. So I think my email is reading July the 24th. It probably should be the time that I probably should have been back,
Yeah,
but it is probably about almost a month later because it's August the 20th today. So that is what I was doing. I certainly was missed, but I got a chance to do a lot of great things while I was off and out. I went to not your hometown, but I went to a gathering
yeah,
that was really fun. That is going to be the kickoff, kind of a fundraiser for the thing that we're going to do for the home coming
Yeah.
over Labor Day weekend. So I'm excited about that and to eat more fish. I'm not going to tell you what. I ate so good. Your brother was looking at me. So I was eating. I was eating mine so fast, and I was finished before he turned around. He was like, "Damn, where your fish go?" I was like, "Oh, I wasn't playing. I ate mine." He was like, "Do you want mine too?" So we had a good time. So I hung out with him. We went to some other things. We did some other things. That we went to Little Rock and hung out and did some more stuff. So yeah, it was a good time. So I got a chance to catch up with everybody that I hadn't seen. So I was there, but I really wasn't there to kind of
Right.
to tape shows. And you were doing a good job. So I got to give you credit. But I knew you would miss little old me.
Oh my God! Here we go.
I'm gonna let him feel it every time, every chance I get. But I didn't stop working. I networked with people for future shows. So I didn't stop working.
No, you did. I'll give you that.
I did not stop working.
No, you didn't stop.
I was always on the grind for 954. So I didn't stop working. I always networked, always met people to have a platform and opportunity to speak about their businesses and other things. So I never stopped working, even though I wasn't present. I still was working.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that later on because we got some good stuff coming.
We got good stuff.
Oh
I'm
my
looking
God!
Looking forward to the conversations that we've had. We've even had some knockdown, drag out fights.
Oh,
we don't for days. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do that. Yes, we do.
We do. We do have some We do have some knockdown, drag out fight. People don't know that you and I go at it like, oh my God, we'll go at it, and then, my friend, she'll come in, she be like, oh my God, y'all argue like brothers and sisters for real, and she's like, she said, I can't believe how y'all go at each other like that, and then y'all would wake up the next day, how you doing?
No, wait a minute. Now you gave me a hard time one time. You
I did. I got in my feelings.
I did. Wait a minute. Sometimes I have to call you and I said, you still upset? You said, yeah, I ain't talking to your ass. You know what I said? Okay, I'll call you same time tomorrow. Now we're laughing, but this is really true.
It's true. It's true.
But yes, it is really true. We really do fall out. And your brother tickles me sometimes when I say, well, you're my favorite now. So I have to talk to you because I can't talk to you.
I told him, I said, boy, don't you get bit by the snake. Oh, God. Oh my goodness! Don't you get bit by that snake like that? But you know what we did? We had.
That's not funny.
No, I got to talk about that time when you came here, when you came to Texas for the boule, and you came to the house. You came to my apartment, and so, my friend she cooked some dinner. She cooked oxtail. You never had oxtails. You didn't know what they were. And you said, well, what is this?
I knew, but I just wouldn't eat them because it was like, it's a real tail. So.
Yeah. And so, y'all, I'm telling you, when she got to eat that oxtail, I wish I would have videotaped it.
You know what?
Yeah, I really did. I mean, when I tell you the country came out of you so quick, you said, ooh. I got to have some more of this. I mean, she put the fork aside and she used these two fingers and the thumb. Okay, I'm not making it up, and she was stopping.
Well, to my defense, no one told me that's how you have to do it. Yeah. I'm not gonna say who told me how to do it. Somebody in that apartment tell me one. I have a good friend that tell me that one thing about you learn really quickly. So,
yeah,
I learn fast.
Yeah, and then at the same time, now I fed her, and then she denounced me publicly on Facebook.
Yes, I did.
And when I tell you
Mhm, mhm.
that live recording, Christian, how many people looked at that thing? I don't.
I stopped watching because I did not believe that it was really real. I was just, yeah, I mean, it was a real thing that I denounced you. I
Yeah, she
probably should
denounced me.
denounce you more, you know.
She denounced me, y'all. She really did. She denounced me, and I went live with it, and she said what she had to say, and I mean, it was funny. She was serious about it,
I
and
was. He knows
she
I
was
was.
she was serious about it. Now I was laughing, but I knew she was serious about it,
I was.
and I just kept it rolling, kept it going, and she's like, when she realized that it was going, and everybody started hitting it, and she could not believe the response that the people gave us. And what I got out of that was a camaraderie of two people in two different locations who has a similar background in a state that's connected, and that we really are connected at a family style level, to the point to where I saw that moment right then. I realized that our friendship is real, our family connection is real, and people showed that on that, because I know I was not expecting that number. I think I saw at one to like 1,200 at one time,
Oh, I
uh,
don't want to.
and
I
it
don't want to know.
and it kept going to the point. I think it shuts off at 30 days, and I think it'll pop back up like at the anniversary time of the recording, but it deleted itself. But when I tell you that live viewing went viral throughout Facebook across the country, on the 954 podcast Facebook connection. So a lot of people don't realize that we have a 954 Facebook page,
Yes.
and then I have my personal page. I don't mix the two. I keep everything with 954 on that page, and my personal stuff is on my personal stuff. So I don't mix the two, because you got to do it like that. And so people really harped on that. And so we also have our stuff on YouTube. So I wished I was able to record that and put that on YouTube. That would
So
probably set,
probably glad you can.
yeah, it set us apart a little bit if we would have put it on YouTube, but we didn't put it on YouTube. But anyway, that was a highlight of our moment at that particular time. And then we wind up. I took you to a catfish place here in Texas, because I know you love catfish.
He
So
can tell everybody. He's not supposed to tell that. He just can't.
you do. This woman loves catfish. I'm sorry, I don't care. She do. She love catfish.
Yeah, nobody's supposed to know that. But
I don't make no difference. You
yeah,
do.
they
You
know
love
that.
catfish.
You know what? Everybody knows now. Okay, well, you know, I am of a certain faith.
Yeah. Well, you can say what you are that fake, but I know you love fish.
I it is my kryptonite, and you know everybody in
Yeah.
the church might know now.
Yeah.
But
Because I know when you was
hey,
I know when you was on
I
your
was hiding out with my light bread, but you know this one just
yeah, when you was on your sabbatical, down there for them 30 days, you were tearing up some fish, and every time I turn around, you had a sandwich in your mouth. You know,
ooh, ain't business, you know.
you did.
I would like to focus on not how much I eat and all of the desserts and all the foods that I eat. I would like to focus on what the future is going to look like and some of the guests that will be coming on.
Well, we go.
Because he done talk. Sometimes people, but I'm gonna get him later. He already.
I already know you gonna get me. I'm trying to get mine in now. Okay, I'm getting mine in now because I know how you are. You gonna get yours in, and so. But I'm gonna tell you one of the disagreements that you and I had.
Okay, let's talk
and
about
I want to talk about it because
Ooh, I don't know which one we're talking about because
we had several, but we were talking about elections and voting, the process.
we probably need to say that one because that's one of the highlights of, this is historic. So,
yeah. I mean, but we were just talking about the voting process and
yeah,
how it really is supposed to be, and what happens in the
Mhm.
voting process. And
Yes.
I had to enlighten you on some things, and you
Yes,
didn't
sir.
believe me, and you was like you two opinion. I mean, we got into it about this process, and
We did.
I
We did.
think, and I want to clarify this. I believe my good friend Tony kind of
He did.
he kind of verified some things
He
for
did.
us.
He did. He
He
did.
did.
Yeah.
He
And
verified some things.
Tony is in my husband. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So he verified some things, and he was like, he's like, yeah, he's telling the truth on that. And so, one of the things I just did this past
Hmm.
weekend, I was down in San Antonio for the all white party for Psi
Yes, you did.
Alpha,
Huh? Hmm.
and I had the opportunity to go to breakfast with a friend of mine. He's an older guy, and so his name is Mr. Zach,
Okay.
and he's from the Houston area.
Okay.
And so we wind up going to breakfast that morning before I left, and we was talking about the same thing you and I be talking, and
Okay.
so
Okay. I know.
we were talking about that aspects of it, and he
Mm-hmm.
said we failed,
Okay.
and when he told me that, I was like, wow.
Hmm.
I said, so we did. Did we fall? Did we fail short? He said, no. He said we did. We failed, and
Okay.
he says, because I'm 55, and I think he's maybe closer to high 60s. I never
Okay.
asked him his age, but he said, man, he says, I was 11 years old when I could not go into the restaurant.
Oh wow. Okay.
And he said I had to go behind the store,
Okay.
behind a restaurant,
Hmm.
just to get my burger. And
Okay.
when I tell y'all
Yeah.
to hear that story from him, it was very emotional for me
Right.
to hear his impact on that, and
Hmm.
to say that we failed our young people, we failed as an adult, and to educate one another. And we started talking about the curse of
Uh
the
huh.
African American community, and he brought a lot of stuff up, and I was like, this is confirmation for me. So he brought it up. We talked about it, and he said, we got to educate. We have to educate people. He says, and he already know my thing, and I'm gonna be honest. I don't mind telling my viewers and my listeners, listen, I ain't learning.
Oh,
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, I don't mind.
what?
I,
But before you
but
tell,
yeah, yeah,
I,
I ain't scared.
I'm.
I ain't scared.
Can we hold off on that? Because it's kind of like catfish. We probably don't need to tell everything.
I ain't scared. I ain't scared. But anyway, I ain't scared.
Let's hold off
But
for tonight because this is a good thing. But let's hold off for tonight.
yeah, but Mr. Zach says, he says, he asked me, have I ever read the Constitution? I said, yeah.
Oh, you're not gonna get into this. Oh, he's going there. You're
I
trying to go
am.
there. I am trying to avoid.
No, I know you're trying to avoid it.
I'm
But no, this is a conversation with me and him. So I'm just telling him about that
okay.
conversation.
Okay.
Not you, but me and
Okay.
him.
Okay.
And he says, have you read the Constitution? I said, yes,
Mhm.
I have. And I said, I don't like what I read. I said, I've read it probably 5 times. And I
Yes.
said, I had to write a paper on it. I got an F on it, on the paper. And because I said things about it that I didn't like, but I was quoting what was in it.
But to be
And
clear, we are aligned on what you don't like. So we
yeah,
are aligned on
yeah,
that.
we aligned on it.
We're not aligned on everything, but we are aligned on
Yeah,
that part.
yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so, and I said, it's so ironic that certain things that I have advantage over people because of certain things I used to work
Correct.
in my
Mhm.
profession, and
Mhm.
I sometimes I hate that because I'm the only one who's seen that view from these
Right.
eyes,
Right.
and a lot of other people hadn't had an opportunity to see that view, and so it's difficult at times explaining those views from these eyes when you the only one have seen it.
Yeah.
It's
But
difficult.
I have a friend who is also in the same business
Yeah,
that works similar, that same
yeah,
background,
yeah,
and the views are different. So I mean, view things right. They don't view things the same way you view them. So
Well,
I'm just putting that out there for you to.
I know why you putting that out there.
I'm
I
putting
understand that.
that out
Okay,
there for you.
I'm not gonna go there with you.
Don't
I'm
go,
not
don't,
gonna.
because we don't need to start. You know what we don't need to do is go down that line, and we don't need to go down that road because we don't need to do that. But I'm just telling you your viewpoint, because you've seen a lot. I think they've seen a lot too.
Okay.
So I think that, but the views are different. I'm just telling you that.
It depends on that person's view and what he's worked.
Okay,
See, a lot of people. And,
I'll give you that.
okay,
I'm
because
not, I'm not,
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
be
arguing that.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
God don't
Because,
do. Okay, you know what? Let's just go ahead. I don't want you.
no.
You
I
know
mean,
what?
it
You know
depends.
what? Sometimes
No, I know.
it's kind of like this. I probably shouldn't have started you on that. So you know what? I'm gonna live to see another day. I love where you're going. I don't know where you're gonna go because I have to watch you. I have to watch you. What
But
people don't
anyway,
realize is that I have to watch you.
I would tell my viewers this.
Tell your people. Come on.
I did a post this morning.
Oh God.
I did a post this morning on the podcast on the on
Okay.
954 Miles
Okay.
Facebook page
Yeah.
about the Constitution. And
Okay. Okay.
so the first time I took upon myself because my friend Zach, Mr. Zach said we got to
Okay.
educate. So
Yes.
I
Free.
took
Okay.
I took a part of the
Okay.
Constitution that I know that about 50 million African Americans ain't never read.
Okay. So highlight me on that. I'm not gonna look for it because I don't know if it's gonna start talking.
No,
So
just go out there and take a look
I'm
at
gonna
it.
go out there and look at it because
Go out there and take a
I
look at
don't
it.
know. I know that we are aligned on those topics, but I know that there are so many that we are not aligned on,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't wait to get into that because I think those are going to be interesting topics for our viewers. I think they're gonna love to see the line drawn in the sand and how
Yeah,
we discuss it and how we talk about it and how
yeah.
we view things because we certainly view them differently and
We sure do. We do.
we've certainly stopped talking
We do.
for a few days.
We did. We did. We stopped talking for a few days. As a matter of fact,
I probably I think I cussed you out one time over there.
you did. You did cuss me out. You,
Oh,
you,
it's
you
like,
hold on. You think you cussed me out? You did cuss me out. You didn't think you cussed me out. You did. I was shocked. I said, "Whoa, she cussed."
yeah, I cussed you out on that. Yeah, I just
Very, very passionate about it. I'm gonna tell my viewers this. I don't think if you draw a box and put a period in
yeah,
it,
he ain't inside.
that's not me in
At
that box.
all. At all.
I'm outside that box.
Ooh, he outside the box. And y'all will cuss. You know what? Cussing him out after he says his stuff
Yeah.
than me. So you know what? I'm here for it. And you know what? I'm just gonna do. I'm just gonna sit back. Oh, Will is getting cursed out. Oh,
Yeah.
You know what? And I'm just gonna sit here and be like, Christie's fine. So
Yeah. But I'm gonna be honest with you. We what me and you talked about. That's this past weekend. I had a conversation with some frat brothers down in San Antonio over it, and one brother looked at me. He said, "Ain't no use to me talking to you." He said, "You convinced?" I said, "No, I'm not." I said, "I'm
you are.
convinced." I said, "I'm convinced on the fact is what I read.
He is
I'm just
he is convinced. And you know what? But
I'm just a reader."
let me say this to you. Some things because of your profession, a little bit, and I listen to everything that you say, regardless if you think I'm listening or not. I've heard some things that you said, and I am shocked by them, and I'm amazed at some of the things. However, I think there's a lot of work that can be done. That should be done, and you know this because I've already told you that.
Yeah, you did.
And I mean, but it's not that I don't believe you. I think that if people knew some of the things that you've disclosed or talked about, they probably would have that sense of like, whoa, really? And I can see your viewpoints. And I came back around and told you, I try to see your viewpoints, even though I stand 10 toes down on mine.
You did. You did that.
But I respect it. At the end of the day, I had to come back and just say, hey, I I respect that that's what you view. How about that?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and that's fine. That's
That's good
fine.
as I can.
That's
That's as
fine.
good as I can. That's good as I can.
That's fine. But we're gonna move on because
Okay,
this
yes, please.
we're gonna move on from that because we know those heated
Those are
discussions.
heated, and we have lost days.
Yeah,
Oh, I mean, we really did. I mean, we're laughing now, but yeah, we've lost days, and you stood 10 toes down in yours. I stood
yeah,
10 toes down in mine. So
yeah, yeah.
I did.
But I will say this: when she said that she has been still working for 954, she had a guest to call me out of the blue and on yesterday, and when I tell you, I was so amazed by this gentleman that called me
Mm-hmm.
that I don't think you were scheduled not to come back this week. I had to bring you back.
I would no, I was gonna text sabbatical as long as
Yeah, yeah. She was trying to have us sabbatical for about 6 more months. I said, oh no, that's it. That's it. I done gave you a vacation. That's it. So,
yeah,
yeah,
and this is
yeah,
the thing. This is a free job, people.
yeah, yeah. But see,
Paid to
but
be
you
on.
always now you the one told me that our rewards is not gonna be of money. You the
I
one told
did.
me that.
I did. Our rewards will not be monetary. It could
Yeah,
be,
you
but
told me that.
yeah,
You
but
told me that. But and that has been true. The blessings that we have received from this, oh my God, you can't you can't
it's true.
you can't
Yeah,
make the blessings up. We can't
I agree.
even those blessings that we have received from this show and what we have created thus far and what we can continue to go. Oh my, hey, I would never, I wouldn't trade it for the world right now. I really would. It's been therapeutic for me. Uh,
Mhm.
you'd be surprised as the people who
Yes, I agree.
has come back and asked us to do shows on
Mhm.
topics that I didn't think that we would be doing. That we have to research. As a host and owner, I have to research stuff. I just don't do a show, and she can test to this. I just
Just
don't
not
do a show just to do a show. I research. I
absolutely
research before we put these shows out there because I
100%.
want to make sure that we putting information and we putting people on our show that's going to be truthful and it's going to share their experience to the fullest. And they're going to talk from the heart and they're going to share things that really, really affect them. And so the guy that you sent to me yesterday, I
Yeah.
am looking forward to him expressing
Mm-hmm,
the
mm-hmm.
financial situations that people can gain from him and gain from his knowledge of it to the point to where I done deal with a lot of financial people in my lifetime
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
over the years, and I'm retired. But I wished I
mm-hmm,
would have met him years ago. That's
mm-hmm.
how good he is.
Yes, he is. He's good.
Because some of the things that he talked about with me,
Mm-hmm.
I knew he knew it because of the contacts he had
Mm-hmm.
overseas.
Yes. Yeah.
And you can verify what he gives you.
Yes, you can.
You
Yeah.
can verify what he will be able to give you. And I'm gonna throw something at our viewers and listeners.
Okay.
And I'm finna throw something at because we definitely gonna talk. I told him we normally do 35 to 45 minutes a show,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and I told him he has no limit.
Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. That is it.
That's how good he is. He
That's
has no
interesting.
limit because this information needs to be shared. It's educational, especially to Americans who really want to listen about their money.
Did I lose you?
You went dark on me for some reason. What did happen? I don't know.
Am I back to you?
Oh, you back
Ah.
now?
Okay. All right.
What you
Sorry
do?
about
What you?
that.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. You want to go dark on me? Okay, fine. Yeah, I'm talking about you. But anyway, he did. I told him he
He
has no
did.
limit on this show.
Okay.
And here's one of the questions. He says, imagine if the fraternities and sororities
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
were able to become financial institutions,
Mm-hmm.
not credit unions,
Mm-hmm.
but financial
Mm-hmm.
institutions.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine what that would look like.
Mm-hmm.
He said, because the capabilities for them to do it is real.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Yeah.
was like, whoa.
Yeah.
So, fraternities and sororities, you better be tuned in to this guy. You need to be tuned in to what he got ready, what he getting ready to tell you. Because I guarantee you, the financial person that's giving you advice is not going to give you what he's about to give you.
Okay.
And I'm saying a lot because I've been able to go back and research some things that he gave me, and
Mm-hmm.
he was dead on the money, dead on the money.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I will give our viewers this: crypto,
Mm-hmm.
it could be financial wealthy for you, but also it could be the worst scam of your life.
Yep.
You playing Russian roulette with it.
Mm-hmm.
He was very honest about it.
Mm-hmm.
And as my background as working that, I knew he was not lying.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I know he's the real deal. Because he
Okay.
was very honest about it. And he don't mind sugarcoating. He ain't gonna sugarcoat that.
No, he.
He ain't gonna sugarcoat that. And put it like this, what was I saying? He ain't gonna put lipstick on a gorilla and make it pretty for you.
That is right. That is one of your favorite.
Yeah, he ain't gonna put lipstick on a gorilla and make it pretty for you. He gonna tell you the truth. Whether you want to hear it or not, he gonna tell you.
That true. That's been my experience. That's been my experience with them as well.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to having him. So I want to say
Good.
thank you personally
All right.
for bringing that person to the show. We got a show that we're working on, narcissists. Oh my God, I did not know how big that is, and so I
It's
have
a
been
big
doing
thing. It's a big thing.
been researching in that, and I had women to approach us on the YouTube
Hmm.
channel, our subscription, to reach out to us to ask us to do that show. So that was a show that was not even on our radar.
It's okay. It's
That
a good
that
one.
was a show that was from viewers that was looking at the YouTube channel and asked us to do that show. So that
Mhm.
ought to tell you that we're doing shows that our viewers are looking at and saying, "Hey, they're suggesting we're taking their suggestions." So we're definitely
Mhm.
looking at that. So that ought to tell you that we really, really take what you say to us in value, and we take it to heart. And there's some more shows, other shows. I could be on here all night talking about the shows that we have. We do have a marketing manager. She has a lot of shows that we have already set up. We just ain't put the shows into play and put them in there. It's just if you want a voice and you want to have a talking point and you
Mhm.
want to be on our show, please do not hesitate to reach out to us and talk to us. Call us or email us. Reach out to us on our Facebook page or our YouTube account or LinkedIn because we are on LinkedIn. And I'm on LinkedIn. I actually have it on LinkedIn. So we do have it out there. And so please reach out to us so you can be a guest and you can talk about it. We'll let you talk about it. And so we do have rules for our show. So we do give you the rules for the show. We don't talk about names or people who we talk, but you can talk about your experience without calling a name. So we can do that very well.
We're very well versed in that.
Yeah, we very well versed in
But
that.
we do know what each other is talking about. That's kind of some of the feedback that we've gotten, though,
Yeah.
is that we need to stay away from it. But this is just a one-on-one today, and my welcome back. I just had to do it one more time, one more time. But I won't keep you in the dark anymore about,
Yeah, yeah,
so
but
we will be, we're gonna be transparent. The gloves are gonna come off. I can't wait to get into this historic um, election. I can't wait to talk about that. And we promise to be kind, respectful, and nice because we've already did the cussing out behind the scenes. So we've
oh,
already
of
we
course.
already did that. I'm reading books. I've got a couple of things that he recommended. So I'm reading, and we learn to respect each other, and that's what true friendship and business and working together is really about, is learning to, coexist and, shake it off whenever something happens. We're still gonna come back around. It might take him a couple of days. If I say you still mad, I ain't talking to your ass today. No problem. No problem. I'll call you on Wednesday at the same time.
Oh my
That's a true story.
God.
We're laughing, but that is such a
Oh
true
man.
story. That really is a true story. Those are true stories.
Yeah, those
We're
are
laughing, but these are real.
yeah,
True.
we went through some, and during the sabbatical we did go through a lot. So we did go through a lot. But there's a show that I want people to go out and take a look at. Is
Okay.
the show that I did while you was on your sabbatical.
Okay.
A couple of shows I did. I
Yes.
did about five. But
Right.
two that I really wanted to get across, talking about cancer,
Yeah.
colon cancer.
I remember we talked about that one.
Yeah, prostate cancer.
Prostate cancer. Mm-hmm.
I was able to interview a lady about colon cancer because her husband passed away.
Mm-hmm.
I never asked her
I remember.
what did her husband die
Mm-hmm.
from.
Yeah.
After interviewing her and preparing for this
Mm-hmm.
show, and I was
Yeah.
preparing, bracing myself for the show. I get on the show and I
Yeah.
asked her the question of
Yes.
why and what did he die from, and she said colon cancer.
Cancer.
And it brought back an episode of my
Mm-hmm.
life of me before I retired with the Little Rock Police Department, where I had a mass on my colon. So what I went through to remove it, he died from it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I tell you it's a tearjerker, I couldn't stop my emotions because it brought back those old wounds,
Yeah.
and I felt her pain. And
Yeah.
I was questioning God, at that particular time.
Mm-hmm.
You spared me to still be here. You took him away, and now we're discussing it on
Yeah.
this platform. And
Yeah.
so she, and her name is Tony, Tony Haley, and so we've been really talking about this cancer and what she should do, and I
Yeah.
told her the best thing she could do is educate people to the fullest,
Right.
and that's what one of the things that I asked her to do is educate. We all got to educate on it. So I hope that the viewers and listeners was able to see that episode. It will be episode 13.
Yeah.
Take a look at episode 13, and then take a look at episode 14, because I did two back-to-back powerful ones that at that time with my fraternity chapter in Little Rock. I did prostate cancer awareness. I put that out there, and we were talking about prostate. And a friend of mine, cousin, actually died that same week of prostate cancer. So, and they asked me to do the show. They didn't know that we deal with prostate, but I called the gentleman that runs that event, and he said, "Man, yes, let's do it. Let's do the podcast." And he got on there, and we put it out there and educated people on prostate cancer, the different things, and we had a lot of questions answered about prostate cancer, the myth and all that, how things are done now just through blood,
Yeah.
drawing of the blood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, and not doing the other way. And,
The evasive test.
yeah, so it's just through the blood now. So so we're asking, we're still doing that. It's September 14th
Okay.
in Little Rock. So we do a fundraiser, 5K walk run, and they're doing prostate screening. So
Okay.
please go out and support that and get your prostate checked as a man,
Absolutely.
and just make sure you take care of yourself, because I found out that several of my fraternity brothers are going through this process, and so this has been a kind of hard blow for us.
Yeah.
We do these things, but then we have people that still have to go through this, and so my prayers are going off to them. their families on a daily basis about that. So we do some serious things on
Yeah.
954 Miles of Conversation. So, and that was something that we gave back to that fraternity, Omega Psi Phi in Little Rock, Chapter Pi Omicron.
All
So we
right.
gave that back, and so, and I'm gonna be honest, and we offered that to any sorority or
Okay.
fraternity that truly have a campaign that they're doing something in the community. We don't mind showcasing it on our show. So
That's right.
yeah, we do that. So I've expressed that to you. In some of in your endeavors in
Yep.
Omaha, and so and I'm gonna give another one to the chapter in Omaha.
Okay.
Yeah, Beta Upsilon up
Okay.
there
Hmm.
in Omaha, Nebraska. Those bros,
All
they
right.
got the Purple Swipe going, where they give
Mm-hmm.
donations. They raise funds for needy people that for
That's
Christmas.
right. That's right.
Yeah, I support that. I've been supporting that since I had the opportunity to go up there and live, and I consider that family up there, so I support
Right.
it.
All
And
right.
I'm asking my viewers and listeners to support it too as well. So
All right.
if you need that information, I will have that information on 954 Facebook podcast, the Facebook page.
All
So
right.
you'll definitely be able to view that and give a small donation, whatever you can choose to give. We're not asking too much, and so it'll help a family up there. So
Yeah.
my brother from another mother, Miguel.
Right.
Miguel. So reach out to Miguel and Mason and wind up reaching out to him and give your donations and tell him that Brother Vaughn sent you. So yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. So
Such a
most
worthy
definitely.
cause. Worthy
Yeah.
cause. And they do
Yeah,
good.
word the curse, word the call. So,
Mm-hmm.
Christy, anything else you want to add to the night? I mean, you
No,
again, welcome back. Welcome back.
thank you. I'm glad to be back. And
Yeah,
so, yeah, I look forward to all the things that we get to discuss and we get to talk about. And, it's going to be a great ride. It's
yeah,
what we do.
yeah. I mean, who knows? We
Uh,
this return may be one of the best returns that we have ever done. Okay, who knows?
we,
Yeah, we might have uh, our moments on these shows and says, look, okay, like you done
yeah.
turned like you did tonight, you turned the lights out on me.
I wasn't trying to do that. That was not. I'm
Yeah,
a little older, older people in technology. Sometimes doesn't always mix. Now we done got into it over technology too. That's how we
we
got into
sure did.
it.
We
That's
did
how
good.
we get into it about life. So you probably don't want to talk about me about technology.
And
Probably don't want
speaking,
to go. You probably want to just let me go ahead and just turn the lights out for a quick second because
and speaking of technology,
Uh-huh.
people need to start paying attention to AI.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. 100%. 100%.
People need to
You have
start
coined
paying.
that I have wrote things from AI, even though they've been from my heart. It wasn't AI written, but hey, people do need to pay attention to that. I have seen some AI tricks. Um,
Yeah,
I'm not going to say from whom in the political arena. I have seen some AI tricks, but hey,
yeah, yeah. AI is real. So
AI is very real, very
yeah,
real.
so AI may be taking over
Hmm.
customer service one day. Um,
Yes,
that's a lot of jobs.
people need to be aware.
Um,
I
hmm
agree. I agree. I mean, it
Lot of
it
jobs.
writes whole papers for some people.
Huh?
It writes whole papers and it writes text messages. It writes things for certain people.
It does.
They look up stuff and they say, "Hey, you know, AI, tell it what to do." Writes it
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
It does. It does.
I'm
It
being
does.
messy at this point. See,
I know she being messy. I don't care.
I'm being messy.
I don't care. I
It's
don't
kind
care.
of payback
But
from
see,
payback
but
for the
see, now
catfish kind of thing right there.
here's something that I will give my viewers and my
Okay,
listeners.
let's give it to them. I'm excited.
Um,
Give it to
you might heard about AI
them. Mm-hmm.
a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I knew about AI in 2015.
Okay, well, yeah, he's gonna tell. He's gonna always.
It ain't
You know,
me.
when somebody, you know, I have quite a few people in my life that think they know everything. He happens to be one of them. And you know what? You just go with it. What can you? What can you do? I just go with it.
Listen,
People, I
I,
go with. I go with it. I go with the flow. You know, that's
I,
what
I tell.
he tells me sometimes. And this is the most offensive thing he says. He said, you know, you do a certain thing, and I like you so much better when you doing that. You know, I can't make this. I literally cannot make this stuff up. So
Christie,
with that, I'm gonna end. Good night before he starts saying anything else. That was my final word for the night. I'm excited to be back. Can't wait to share all the things that I have been working on with you and all the things that we have talked about. So yeah, that's it.
Chrissy, I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. You and Tony.
Thank you.
Bring your apron. Help me cook some fish, if you don't mind. See how I challenge you.
And this is the thing. This is the thing, people. If you know me and you really know me, for the listeners who know me, they know I know how to throw down in the kitchen. So, you know it. Yeah,
Now I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't think you did know how to cook, though. I did.
you didn't, and then you had see, people think that I
Now
don't think.
Tony verified that though. I had to give it to him. He had to verify that one. He gave you props on that. He said you did.
Oh,
So
I know. You know what?
I believe him quicker than
It's
I
okay.
believe you.
It's okay. You know what? It's okay. So I'm gonna show them what I know how to do. I'm gonna bring that apron down there. You know, I'm gonna take some pictures for you people. I'm gonna bring it back. I might even go live down there again. You know, we don't know what we don't know what's going to happen.
All right. With that
Okay.
being said, thank you all for tuning
Yes.
in.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your support.
Yes.
For tuning in to 954 Miles of Conversation. Again, we cannot do this without you. We appreciate your support. We appreciate everything that you have done for us, and can continue to prosper and to push forward. And as always, we explore boundless conversations 1 mile at a time. Until next time, see you later.
Bye.